Oh hey, I didn't see you there. All right, so today we're gonna go over a few things of how to increase your distance immediately. These are gonna be quick factors. It's not gonna take very long to get a solid grasp on. You're gonna have to go to the range, go hit some balls, and work through the motions. You're gonna hit them worse before it starts getting better. But there's a couple elements that we need to talk about. One, your swing is all about the longest path of travel and arc. And a lot of people will sit there and say, widen your stance. Well, in widening my stance, I have now made myself move closer to the ball, which is now shortening my arc and time behind the ball. So what I want you to do is widen your stance to where you feel like you're still able to stay tall in your swing. So I'm going to show you the difference. So I'm going to try to repeat the same swing speed twice. It's going to be hard to do, but I'm going to hit one with a widened stance. I didn't hit that too bad. So this was right at 120 mile per hour club speed. My ball speed should be... Okay, so club speed was 119.61, ball speed 173.5. My spin number is exactly where I want it to be. Ideally, you want it between 18 and 2400. My carry was 303, and my total distance was 328. So now I'm going to try to swing about the same speed, but now I'm going to stand up. And the reason it's going to be hard to replicate my speed is now that my time behind the ball is going to be greater. Ideally, that gives me more time to produce more speed. So this is where I feel comfortable width-wise, where I'm able to stay tall, having a tall swing coming back, and then shallow out coming down. So that one wasn't as good of contact as the first one, but right there alone, I went from, you can see on the screen, I jumped up 2 miles an hour on the club speed, which felt like the same swing to me. What was the ball speed on the first one there, Chase?
I forget, honestly.
Okay.
I think
It was a mishit, so the ball speed was probably close to the same. But right there, you can see my carry immediately from just over 300 yards. Now my carry is 325, rolled out total distance of 349. Again, my backspin is that ideal target zone between 18 and 2400. So that's one step to improve distance off the tee. The next part I'm going to show you is, in order to gain more distance, you have to go, typical golfers have a little bit over the top swing. It's this motion here, where instead of coming down and inside the plane, for an inside out swing, most people have a tendency to throw it or cast from the top and come across the ball. This is going to slow you down, and your power pocket right here, from this drop, your arm is making a connection with your body. From here, it's basically just a body rotation to impact. So I'm going to show you your typical golfer, and this is kind of how I hit my controlled cuts and control yardages, just kind of by that same movement. So here, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to, what I call throwing it from the top a little bit. I'll show you what happens. So you can see the big cut. That's creating a lot of side spin, not the kind of spin that we want. You can see there, significant amount of distance is cut off. So that one there, you can, so go backwards a little bit. That movement there has a steep angle coming in. It's a reflection here of my angle of attack. So I have very much an up hit on the ball, which is what you need. But when you come over the top in this manner, it makes you steep, creating more spin, You can see here my backspin is at 35 now. That's no longer in our ideal numbers of 18 to 24. And now we have an increased number of side spin. And my driver currently is set up, I'm hitting the Sim 2. It's an 8 degree turned all the way down to, I believe it goes down all the way 2 degrees. So I think I'm hitting a 6 degree driver right now. So you can see my launch angle now has gone down quite a bit, and my angle of attack over here has greatly been affected. So for me, my inside approach should help me come shallower into the ball, and with my body staying back behind it, causes that increase of angle of attack and helps increase speed. So yes, I was able to mimic my 122 mile per hour swing speed, but that's just because I'm starting to get warmed up now. So now let me show you the inside and watch that angle of attack number. So you can see here, ball's carrying significantly further. It wasn't the best contact. I'm sure because of that inside approach, my club speed was still up. So now we're 123. Ball speed is down because of poor contact, but you can see my angle of attack now is positive. And our spin rate is back down close to where we want it to be. My side spin has now disappeared. Now, everyone can tell you how to do this, but this is how I would work on it. I'm going to take my half-drink Sun-Kissed bottle, and I'm going to stick it right here on the side of the ball. Now, if you come over the top, I'm going to hit this bottle. And that's kind of your determining factor of whether you're doing it right or wrong. The first step in doing this correctly is you're going to come inside and you're going to start hitting them right. And that right shot is caused from you coming inside in an overreactive lower body sliding forward. So it's important to keep your lower body a little more quiet on the downswing. Keep your body loaded up on that right leg as long as you can. And we're going to stay inside that bottle on our downswing. So right there is the exact example of what I was talking about. You're going to start off hitting these a little bit right, but that little tiny tip costs nothing and is going to help increase distance significantly. They didn't read because this bottle is blocking one of the cameras, but that's one spot to start. So now, keeping your body tall, a big arc, and then coming inside. So those are the first two things we're going to work on. And then moving into the third step, which is forcing yourself to make a longer, fuller turn on the backswing. I want this shoulder tucked up underneath your chin. Make sure at address you're keeping your chin high. Feel like there's an apple underneath there. You're going to turn up underneath your chin, and you want this thing loaded. You want all your weight up behind you. And you're going to keep that coiled up all the way through your downswing. And power isn't created right here. It's all stored energy. You need to feel like your power is created 6 inches behind the ball and through the ball. So if I go herky-jerky, I have just released all my stored energy prior to getting to the ball. I'm going to slow down. So you almost need to feel like your transition on the downswing is going to be slow, and then from here, it's going to be a fast rotation out. So when you put everything together, again, right now we've hit 123. We've been pretty consistent on ball speed with the mishits even, at around 177 mile per hour ball speed. We want that angle of attack up. This should be your end result. Even that one with a mishit, it should still carry out there over 300 yards. Let's see here. 126.99. Ball speed's the same because I have not hit one solid yet. Our angle of attack is 8.3. We're in the positive. And our backspin is a little high of where we want it to be, but it's right there. Let's do another one. So that one's missed to the right, hit some trees, foul ball, but that's okay. I knew I got stuck from the inside. I know I'm doing everything proper. Angle of attack is 7.1. That one felt solid. My ball speed's now 185.3. My club head speed is 127.3. It's all a matter of timing. It's a lot of moving parts. The other thing I can do to pick up speed is play the ball I normally play. But when you get everything synced together and timed, you'll be amazed at what can happen. Everyone's telling you something different, but I'm telling you those three things. Put yourself in a stance that's comfortable, but you can stay tall. Big turn, keep that arc, store your power, stay back behind the ball. Feel like you're going to explode through the ball and force that ball into the screen or out wherever you're at on the driving range. And keep that inside angle. No more of this motion, this way. That's dead. Bring it from the inside, right here. You want that inside out swing. Before you know it, you guys are going to be picking up tons of yardage. And I'm willing to bet with those three moves, and if you rehearse them and practice them, you can pick up to 20 yards. If this kind of stuff helps you, like and subscribe. I think the next video we're going to do, we're going to focus on some more steps to how to get rid of that common slice. So, hope you guys had a great day. We'll see you next time.